Welcome to the northwest corner of High River. This is the spot on June 20th when I started to realize that all hell was about to break loose in this town. It was my first inkling that things just weren't going to be like normal, because honestly, a High River flood for me had a certain pattern to it. The first one, I lived in High River in 1995 for the first really serious flood, and I had gone into the section behind here, into these homes, and they were rescuing people with a front end loader, and that ended up being the front page picture for the Herald the next day. And they were trying to move a car in the front of the street because the water was hitting the car and then moving up into the houses. So they were trying to get the car out of the way, but that didn't work. And so I got some pictures. I came back to my car and I'm trying to send them, but the cell phone service at that point was down. So I had to drive all the way up to Alderside and then come back down Highway 2 to get to the southeast areas. So I got into town and I sent some pictures off, and then I was like excited to get down into the town. I wanted to get downtown and see what was going on. And you know, I'd been hearing that people were being rescued, and it's still not hitting me how bad it is. So I head down 12th Avenue to go to the rec center, because they always make sandbags at the rec center. And I get to the corner by the fire hall and it's all blocked off. And I'm thinking, what? So I go onto Crescent Avenue and I park. And I look down at the rec center and there's massive big tanks floating by. I don't know how deep the water was in there, but it was like, oh no. And then, so I got out of my car and I packed up my gear and I started walking, and I walked from 12th Avenue all the way to Senator Riley in the north, trying to find a path to get downtown to see what was happening. And every road at the bottom of the hill, like this area of town is on a bit of a hill going up, so at the bottom of the hill the water was too deep to get through anywhere. And then it was kind of dawning on me that this is not a normal flood. It's like the whole downtown and the west end of our town is underwater, like the whole thing. And in behind Senator Riley, the old trailer park or the old mobile home park had water just tearing through it and into the cemetery, and so I just spent the rest of the day trying to take pictures of people being rescued. And 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, they were still using helicopters and boats and combines, and isn't that like totally Western Canadian way to save somebody, is in a combine? It was something that none of us that were here will ever forget. This is just, it's been a hard year for people that live here. I have a lot of friends and family that live here. I'm lucky I get to go home at night and I don't have to look out my front door at a house that's needs to be torn down, or a yard that's full of mud or stuff like that. So I can't imagine what it's been like for the people that live here that have to do that and try to drive downtown, and businesses are closed, and now the roads are torn up. And on the other hand, though, a lot of good has happened. There's a lot of people that have fixed their homes. There's a lot of people that have torn houses down, and now there's new construction going up on those empty lots. There's a lot of work that's been done, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I'm just asking you to please don't forget about the people of High River. It's been a year, but the people here still need help. They need help with fixing their yards. They need help with come to town and go shopping. The business owners here need your help, because the people that live here, most of them can't afford a lot of extra things. So the businesses in town are open, but they're not doing the business they used to do. They need people from other areas to come here and shop and help keep them open. There's there's a lot of hurt still going on here, and it's going to take years. It's going to take a long time to fix things, and I hope